Hey team, Lise here. I know for myself, my stress levels can rise during times of uncertainty and change. And I know I'm not alone in this. So I wanted to share with you one of the really powerful tools I have found that have helped me build resilience in times of uncertainty. And that tool is routine. Now, as much as humans like adventure and we really enjoy the idea of novel stimuli, we crave stability and we crave routine. This is because regularity and familiarity provide us with a sense of knowing. They're both really calming to our brain. They help us feel like we're meant to be and the environment we're in is safe. Decision making and novel stimuli are a little bit stressful for our system. And the less stress that we can put in our body by having knowns around us, the better off we are. In fact, the less decisions we ask our body to make every day, like what to wear, what to eat, when to sleep, when to get up, when to exercise, the less we're challenging our brain and the more capacity we give it to deal with novel challenges or new stimuli. Having a routine helps us create structure and it fosters good mental health because it enables us to create a regular structure for personal care, work, but also for downtime and relaxation and leisure. Having that regular routine creates that physiological balance we always talk about, the yin, the yang, the parasympathetic nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, that fight and flight or rest and digest. Having a routine that fosters a balance of both of those is really powerful for balancing our nervous system, but also powerful for balancing our life and our physiology. Speaking of physiology, every single organ system in your body has a regular routine, or what we call a circadian clock, a rhythm that it functions on every single day. So by having a regular routine in your daily life, you help to foster regular organ function, but also work in conjunction with the way your body naturally wants to. For this reason, routine fosters physiological balance, but it also helps us create a steady baseline and it gives us the capacity to flex and bend during times of uncertainty, but also gives us a sense of health resilience so that when we get things thrown at us, a cold, a flu, an infection, extra stress that might rock our mental health, we have a sturdy baseline to operate from. And this is a large reason why in our clinic, we encourage people who are coming to see us to work on their baseline level of food, their baseline level of sleep, their baseline stress levels, things that really create a good solid foundation for health to be built from and move forward from, regardless of circumstances. So, in summary, for our mental health and our physical health, routine is king. So, what does a good routine look like, Lisa? It's going to be different for all of you. Every single one of us is going to have a different need for a different routine. But here are some kind of key things that I would say are good to consider. One of them would be getting up and going to bed at exactly the same time every day. Now, this resets our circadian rhythm, our night and our day cycles, which helps keep our brain awake during the day and sleep at night. Our sleep at nighttime helps us to rest, restore, and rejuvenate, and resets all of those organ clocks I was talking about. So really having a good day and night routine, regular sleep patterns with good deep sleep, regular wake cycles is really helpful for setting the baseline of our mental well-being and our physical well-being. Part two, get up, have a shower, get dressed, do what you would normally do when you would head to the office or get up and go to work. It just creates a sense of personal care, but also gives you that regularity and familiarity you would have in your normal day, even though you're not traveling to and from an office or a place of work. 3, making sure that we're eating nourishing whole foods on a regular intervals and having a regular fasting window. Now, this means making sure that you're having breakfast, lunch, and dinner at regular times. This creates gaps away from your screen, gaps away from work, but also encourages you to nourish yourself and balance your blood sugars. Aim for a thumb of fat, a fist of carbohydrate, a palm of protein, 2 fists of vegetables at every single meal to help your body have good blood sugar balance, but a lot of nourishment to keep your brain growing and ticking along the way it should, but also fostering enough nourishment for our body to do what it needs to do across the day. Fasting windows really helpful for that kind of fed versus fasted state. Helps again to reset that circadian rhythm I was talking about before, but also gives our body a really good chance to rest and digest across the nighttime. So we wake up feeling revived, hungry, and good to go. Next on the list would be to make sure you have a regular exercise sort of regime. That doesn't have to be go and do anything hardcore every single day. It's just a matter of moving every day. Our body is wired for movement. It loves to have a balance between being still and actually being active. So getting away from your screen, going out and about, getting your body jiggling. There might be a bit of dance. There might be a bit of a workout from online. That might be downloading something on YouTube to play around with. It might be going for a walk or a run, whatever soothes your soul. But aim for about 30 minutes. And if you can do it outside, even better. which leads me to another point. Outdoor time. Give yourself a prescription of 30 minutes outdoor every single day. Our brain needs to see sunlight, and you would normally get it throughout your day if you're walking in between buildings or moving from here to the supermarket to grab something. Make sure that your brain gets out and about and sees the external environment. Nature is very calming and very grounding to us, so having time outside is really powerful for you as a human being. And then finally, because we are online and we are listening and talking on screens all day, every day, I would say limit your screen time when possible. In particular, avoid screens 3 to 2 hours before bedtime. That means no TVs, no phones, no laptops, nothing electronic that exposes your brain to blue light. Blue light tells your brain that it's daytime and can really hinder our sleep and our rest, a sense of rest and restore, but also is very stimulating to our brain and a little bit stressful. So stepping away from your screen is really powerful. Now, 2 other things that I find really powerful beyond these baselines. One is having a set space in your house for work and spaces in your house for leisure and play. So for example, where I am at the moment, I am at a standing desk set up in a certain part of our house. And this is my workstation. I only do work here. I don't do anything else in this space because it signals to my brain that this is your work environment. The same way I choose not to do work in bed because my bed is my sleep place. I avoid doing things in my bed other than sleeping because my brain needs to know that bed means sleep time. Similarly, with having leisure spaces to play in, by having a separate work area to a separate, play station, it gives your body the chance to go, oh, work's done, close the laptop. Now I'm stepping into a different environment. Time for play, time for unwind. Something I find really helpful, having that space to play in. And the last thing I would say is if you don't already have a meditative practice or some sort of mindfulness practice, this is a great time to start one. When you are looking at building a new routine, it's a lot easier to add things that you don't normally do to it than it is to try and integrate a new habit into an old routine. So I would say if you haven't got a mindfulness practice, find one that soothes your soul. This might be just the simple deep belly breathing or some box breathing where you inhale for 5, hold for 5, release for 5, and then hold for 5, rinse and repeat 5 to 10 times. Breathing is a great way to signal to your nervous system that the world is a safe place and to bring us back into a sense of calm. If that seems too hard for you to do, or you want to try another avenue, meditation could be a really nice thing to add to your day. There are lots of great apps out there like Insight Timer and Headspace that help sort of coach you through this process if you're new to it, and have some really cool range of meditation options that you can choose from that sort of suit you. You might decide to try journaling or gratitude journaling. Journaling might just be a matter of opening a book and grabbing a pen and putting down whatever flows through your head onto that paper. It's a means of releasing your thoughts and getting them out there. Or you might find that gratitude journaling is where you want to be. It's a matter of sitting down and thinking of 3 things that you're grateful for today. That can be the sun, that can be your friends, that can be the way that things rolled out today. That could be a beautiful flower you saw on your walk. Doesn't matter what it is, it's just being mindful and thankful for the world around us. Really helps to lift our mood and give us a sense of feeling connected and one with the world around us. This might be a daily yoga practice. You might decide to add some yoga to your regime. There are tons of them on YouTube that you can download and utilize if you're not a regular yogi, to kind of create a routine and to learn some new skills in the meantime. If none of this sounds like you, then you might decide to think about what anchors you and makes you feel relaxed and calm. This might be listening to music, this might be dance, this might be cooking, it might be gardening, it might be crafts, it might be writing poetry or a creative novel. Totally up to you, but do something that serves and nourishes your nervous system. Now, because routine is going to be different for every single one of you, I actually want to hear what you guys are doing in your routines and actually share them with us, because it'd be really cool to put them on paper, because I think there might be some things that you're doing that maybe your colleagues or your friends or your family haven't thought of. By all means, share below. It'd be great to hear from you and see what you've got in your day. It's really nice to talk to you, team. Looking forward to hearing back from you. Kia kaha, stay strong, and see you soon.